Hey, welcome to the Latoya Carr Show. Where is my handbook? The name was inspired because life comes at such a fast pace and it does not come with a handbook. Therefore, this podcast will talk about the many different facets of everyday living, and that can include parenting, business, family, friendships, relationships, basically everything that you will sit at your kitchen table and talk about. I started the podcast on anchor.fm. For those of you that are listening who may be wanting to start your own podcast, go to anchor.fm to start your own podcast. It is free and very easy to navigate. Again, welcome to the Latoya Carr Show. Where is my handbook?
Hello. I just wanted to come to you guys and talk about having patience with yourself. Um, Having patience with yourself in business, having patience with yourself just with everyday life. Maybe you don't, know what you want to do. Maybe you aren't exactly where you want to be. But today, I just want to tell you that you should really have patience with yourself, um, because that allows you to grow. That allows you to be who you are called to be, in an orderly fashion. So, what does that mean, being who you're called to be in an orderly fashion? I believe that when you allow yourself, when you are having patience with yourself or allowing yourself to grow, that means that you're giving yourself room. You're giving yourself the room it takes to get you to that place where you're actually supposed to be. So often we want what we want when we want it, right? So we just want to jump into things and go in head first, when the reality of it is sometimes we need to research, sometimes we need to take a step back, or sometimes we just need to seek God, or whoever you believe in, um to get quiet and see where you need to be. This week, it's only Wednesday right now, but this week I've been just thinking about, man, I wish I was here, or I wish I would have done that, or if I would have known this sooner. When the reality of it is, even if I'd known those things, even if I had done those things, it wouldn't make me into being the person that I am today. So I just had to snap out of it and allow myself to feel how I want to feel, of course, but then get myself back together. And so when you are having patience with yourself and allowing yourself to grow, you have to also allow yourself to feel. So what that means is you're not sitting up here, dismissing your feelings, because when you dismiss your feelings, it's like you're not giving yourself a chance to grow, right? So if you dismiss your feelings, you're not allowing yourself that time. You're not allowing yourself that energy you need to bounce back. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I feel some type of way, yeah, I might get in my feelings, but those same feelings allow me to bounce back, right? But when you are dismissing your feelings, when you are putting your feelings in a box, when you are not allowing not allowing yourself time to grow or to heal, sometimes those feelings come up in other areas. So yeah, you might sit here and be like, you know what, I'm going to not dwell on the past and I'm going to make my business boom. But those feelings, those, negative feelings that you were having can come off, on somebody in your household. So I would just say that I always allow myself a chance to feel what I'm feeling, but I don't allow myself to stay there. So have patience with yourself so you can learn to grow, but definitely not allow yourself to stay there. Um, I I am in the process of rebranding. I don't even know if I should call it rebranding because I think that I'm still learning how to brand myself. So, um, I'm in the process of learning how to brand. I'm in the process of learning how to engage my audience. I'm in the process of learning that it's not just about business all the time. Sometimes just having regular conversation, engaging your audience will actually build your audience. So I am in the process of learning that balance. One, because yeah, I have these podcasts and I love to talk to you guys. I love to tell you guys how I feel, but I'm learning to go live so I can have kind of like a direct interaction with the people. And so that is something that I am learning to balance. And so in that, because of the learning, the brand, the learning to have patience with yourself, it's a process. And so with that process, you can sometimes beat yourself up. So I am learning not to beat myself up. Ultimately, um, yeah, ultimately life can be hard, and so um, things come up. But when you have learned to have patience with yourself, or are learning to have patience with yourself, then there should be certain things in place to help you when life does happen, right? Because you see the title of my podcast, life will life you. Life will happen, and you're not always going to know that life is happening, but the good thing is you can be what we call prepared for it. So if you have these practices in place to build your patience, to learn your brand, or whatever the case may be, help yourself grow, then when life happens, you'll be at a better place. You'll have a better stance on what's going on. I think the biggest thing for me with having patience is I had to learn that I can't base my success on the next person's success, right? Because one, you don't know how long those people have truly been at their craft. So just because somebody is making 100K in sales a month, you don't know how long it took to get them there. You don't know what they did to get there. So all of that is a part of having patience with myself. Not necessarily, for you, because we all have to learn our patience in different varieties, right? So, not focusing on Instagram, not focusing on just social media, the social media people, period. Now, I would say I might not focus on them, but I do let it fuel me. I do try to learn from certain people, and with that, learning from certain people, I don't allow myself to get caught up in everybody's hype. So for me, I like people that are authentic. I like people that aren't flashy, and I like people that are really showing their struggle. Not saying that I want people to struggle, but it's easier for me to relate to someone who has actually had a struggle, right? Because I know that I'm starting everything from the ground up. I'm starting everything from zero um, to 100, like on my own, you know. So I like when I see people that I can relate to. I like when I see people who like, yeah, I have this now, but it wasn't always like that, because it helps me to eat that humble pie. It helps me to know, what I'm doing is not in vain. So I can appreciate that. We have people that are showing their money, they're showing their cars, but they're not really talking about the struggle. And I'm not saying that everybody has struggled, but I'm a firm believer, or everybody has struggled harshly, but I am a firm believer that if you have any kind of business, at some point the patch got a little rough. So those are the people that I'm looking, that I like to follow and that I like to take heed from. It doesn't mean that I want to be like, oh dang, they was down and out. They were real bad. No, that's not what that means. And it also doesn't mean that I expect people to tell me the ins and outs of their business, or even the ins and outs of their struggle. It's just for me, it's more relatable. And I get it. I also get the people that may not want to um, go back that route. Like, maybe it triggers something for them. They don't want to whatever, but that's neither here nor there. I need people that I can relate to. And when you are an up and coming entrepreneur, for it's very important for you to not focus on other people. It's very important for you not to keep up with the Joneses. And it's very important for you to just make your goals, stick to your goals, make your budget, stick to your budget, because I'm telling you what and this is with everything, not even just for the business owners or entrepreneurs. Like, what works for someone else may not be your thing. It doesn't mean that you can't learn or grow from it, but don't think that everything that somebody else does, just because they're in the same business as you, is going to work out in your favor, or is going to work out exactly the way it did for that person, because that's not life. That's not life at all. And so I just really, this week has really been about patience. This week has really been about seeing my business grow. And this week has been, honestly, let me just keep it real, why it's been about patience. Because we are now in our second week in July, and I am not where I want to be for my sales. And so this is why I'm harping so much on patience, because I had to allow myself grace. I had to extend myself some mercy, and I had to allow myself some patience. Because it's my business, and if nobody does that for me, like, I need to be able to do that for myself. So when people are asking, and they mean well, like, how are sales, how is business, I have to be able to answer that question and not feel some type of way. I have to be able to answer that question and let it be in my truth, right? Because for so many months, I haven't allowed myself that. I haven't allowed myself the patience. But now I'm getting more comfortable. I'm getting more, I'm adapting more to my high weeks versus my low weeks. So I'm allowing myself to grow, and I'm having patience with myself. And so, guys, whoever is listening to this, I hope that you can really get something from it, because as long as you are consistent, your work will pay off. Your work will pay off. May and June was my biggest month since I've started this business, this t-shirt business in December. And I know that it's because I ramped up my marketing. I also, paid for marketing ads and different things. And so, you know, June was my biggest month for people, for getting sales from people that I didn't know. So that's the goal. It's not just about my best friend buying t-shirts from me. It's not just about people buying from me that I know, because that's not business. I mean, it's business, but when you want to be successful, people who don't know you personally should be looking at your brand. So, guys, allow yourself patience, allow yourself room to grow, and just do what you do. Just be consistent and be consistent. Allow yourself time to grow, and really get your marketing on. And don't be scared to be in the key of you. That's what I would say too. Don't be scared to be in the key of you. You don't have to be what everybody else is to social media. I think social media is a great tool. It's a great learning tool. But do what you do, boo. Like, it's your business. Make it look like you. Don't, make it look like someone else, because when push comes to shove, people like authenticity. So keep it real, and your business will grow. The people will follow you just from that. I pray that this podcast was a blessing to someone. I pray that it will help you go further in your business, and I pray that you allow yourself the patience and allow yourself to grow. All right, y'all. Until next time.